Yeah, hi, my name is Danielle Whitehead and I'm the head of marketing at Roebuck Estates. So I'm the head of marketing, so I get to be a real part of the brand journey and see where the brand's going and help shape that. But I'm also part of the blending team. So I work with Jake alongside the teams we have at the wineries as part of the blending and the production process. So I also get to be a part of that. Yeah, at Roebuck Estates we craft exceptional vintage sparkling wines, but every single year. And this was very much the vision from the start with the two founders, that they wanted to make only vintage sparkling wines. So to do that, we knew we needed our own fruit and incredible vineyard sites. And we spent a number of years searching for and acquiring the best vineyard sites in southern England. So we now have 6 sites, 5 in Sussex and 1 in Kent. And to have a range of brilliant sites really helps us produce vintage sparkling wines every year. So it's logistically it can be a bit of a challenge as a model, but actually in the pursuit of quality it really works. The production, the way we start is it's obviously always exceptional fruit. So our vineyards are split, our 6 sites are split into 82 different blocks. And so actually how we manage that throughout the growing season is nurturing each block by block and row by row. So when it comes to harvest time, we pick by hand each block separately, and each block is sent to the winery and goes through the pressings. We separate the press fractions, so we have complexity within that, and all the press fractions of the quality press fractions go through a primary fermentation, which means that we have a multitude of blending components when it comes to springtime when we start to craft our blends. So for us, I think the complexity in the model also is something very unique, that we're actually picking by block and fermenting by block. And also the blends that we craft from this exceptional fruit that we get from each different vineyard, which has completely different terroir. I always think our house style has a real kind of complexity and depth of flavour with lots of layers. Certainly comes from the exceptional fruit that we have, but also that generous period of ageing, which really adds to the style. It's certainly a more kind of lots of layering of flavours and different developed notes that we love. So it's a style we love ourselves and also consumers seem to really enjoy. Yeah, our classic cuvée is a harmonious blend of Chardonnay, Pinot Noir and Pinot Meunier. And it's usually around 50% Chardonnay, 35% Pinot Noir and 15% Pinot Meunier. That will slightly vary with vintage. And that very much represents our plantings that we have across the 6 estates. It's our flagship wine and a wine that we absolutely adore. It's always very generous in flavour profile. It has lots of baked apples and citrus fruits with a toasty richness, but always another kind of part of our house style is this elegance and finesse, which we absolutely love. So making sure we get the acidity just right, so it's very much balanced with that richer style. Yeah, our Rosé de Noir is very expressive. It's very much a proud rosé that has lots of red berry fruits. It has the raspberries, cranberries and strawberry notes, but also again this wonderful elegance and finesse that really allows the fruit profiles to shine through. So our wines have won numerous awards in the prestigious wine competitions. Our 2018 vintage has picked up some fantastic awards. So our Rosé de Noir was awarded a gold and 96 points at the Decanter World Wine Awards, as well as a gold in the International Wine and Spirit competition. And our 2018 Classic Cuvée has won a gold in the Sommelier Wine Awards, as well as the International Wine Challenge. Two moments that really stand out for me at Roebuck Estates. The first one would be winning the Best in Show for our 2014 Classic Cuvée back in 2020, which was just an incredible start for us as our first release. That was a very exciting moment. To give you an idea, it's only the top 50 wines out of 16,500 wines from around the world win a Best in Show. So our first release certainly did very well. And since then we've won numerous awards for our. And then more recently, we were the English Sparkling Wine poured at Hampton Court Palace Garden Festival. which was a first for us, but also a first for the event. So for the first time ever, they've only poured English sparkling, and that was Roebuck. So there was no champagne or Prosecco. It was just our wines, which we're super proud of. So our classic cuvee is perfect with seafood. One of my favourites recently is with scallops, pancetta and truffle mash. It's a really good combination, quite a hearty dish. Equally, it's beautiful with seafood, fresh seafood, whether that's oysters or shellfish. Our Rosé de Noir is really versatile. One of our pairings that we love in the UK is with sushi because it works perfectly with smoked salmon. But for something more hearty, I also had we did an event where it paired amazing with duck, with a red wine, berry jus, which was perfect with the rosé. At Roebuck Estates, always enjoy our wines with loved ones. So they are perfect for drinking on their own, but equally they're gastronomic wines, so they can pair beautifully with different dishes. So they're really versatile, but equally they can be enjoyed by themselves. And we always say, don't just wait for a special occasion to open one, just create one.